Hello there, my name is Joshua Gibson, and today I'll be doing this exciting Pecha Kucha presentation on one of my personal favorite things in the world, popcorn, the delicious golden snack that we all know and love. So without further ado, let's get this presentation popping. Popcorn is the delicious snack that is created when all the oil and water within a corn kernel are heated to such a point that entrapped steam causes the pressure in the kernel to release, creating the satisfying pop we all know and love. This can be done on the stove or in popcorn machines. Corn was first domesticated about 10,000 years ago in what is now Mexico. Archaeologists discovered that people have known about popcorn for thousands of years. In Mexico, for example, remnants of popcorn have been found that date to around 3600 BC. That's really, really old. Popping of the kernels was achieved by hand on stovetop up through about the 19th century. Kernels were sold on the east coast of the United States under names such as pearls or nonpareil. The term popped corn first appears in John Russell Bartlett's 1848 Dictionary of Americanisms. Popcorn's accessibility increased rapidly in the 1890s with Charles Crater's invention of the popcorn maker. Craters, who was a Chicago candy store owner, created a number of steam-powered machines for roasting nuts and applied the technology to the corn kernels. By the turn of the century, he had created and deployed streetcars equipped with steam-powered popcorn makers. Now, as we've covered the boring stuff, let's talk about something a little more personal. As I'm sure at this point you may not be asking me, Josh, why popcorn? How can you love it so much? Is something wrong with you? Well, these are all things that we'll cover. But for now, let's move on. My love of popcorn started when I was just a young boy. Picture the scene. 1999, little 5-year-old me and my parents just went shopping and decided to stop at our local Blockbuster to grab the latest hits, such as Bug Life or The Matrix. And what's in the shopping bag next to me? A box of delicious microwave popcorn. I get home and wait patiently through dinner, excited for that spectacular golden snack, every bit of it a sensory experience. Watching the bag expand and the sound of the popping for about 3 minutes or so, and the amazing scent of the popcorn as it fills the home and we sit cozy for a film. It also makes any movie infinitely better, and there's nothing like walking into the biggest summer blockbuster and smelling the mouth-watering smell of movie theater popcorn. A special breed of popcorn, unlike any other, with a specific taste and smell, not like any popcorn you'll find at home. But why is this? Why is movie theater popcorn so different? What makes it taste so much better? Why is it an integral part of the movie-going experience? These are all questions that we'll answer. Popcorn has been a huge part of the movie-going experience since the 1930s, but really boomed during World War II, due to the limited sugar reserves in the U.S. forcing popcorn to become the main snack of choice. To this day, it is fairly inexpensive to produce and quick to cook, thus being perfect. The way popcorn is cooked in theaters is a little bit different as well. While at-home popcorn is usually pre-seasoned and cooked in a bag, theater is machine-popped. This allows for a potentially perfect and even pop, allowing for a fluffy and tasteful snack. The butter seasonings put on movie theater popcorn are actually not butter at all. In fact, most of the time the flavor on movie theater popcorn is created by artificial butter flavoring made with hydrogenated soybean oil, artificial butter topping, and a chemical called flavacol. These are chosen as butter substitutes due to how expensive butter would be to mass produce, as well as the growing intolerance to dairy products. It is also due to the fact that artificial oils and toppings usually are less likely to burn the popcorn during the popping process, preventing wasted popcorn product. The smell that comes from the popcorn is due to another chemical added into its flavor mixture, called diacetyl. This chemical, however, isn't exactly the safest, and in its rawest form can cause damage to your brain if you aren't careful. Thankfully, the small amount used in popcorn isn't enough to cause you damage. On top of those reasons, we're also drawn to popcorn during our movie-going experience due to a few more psychological reasons, subtle and sometimes even subliminal reasons that make us crave the golden fluffy snack time and time again. Things such as the aforementioned scent that we smell from it. A few studies carried out prove that human beings are also more prone to consuming larger amounts of foods when seated in front of television or in a cinema in this case. It is also believed that the fact that people tend to eat when emotional may contribute to movie theater popcorn's popularity. There are also visual cues that can lead us to craving the snacks. Things like the large buckets and glistening yellow buttery hue all make popcorn more desirable, and the scent caused by the flavoring makes our brains tell us to want it much, much more, like the smell of coffee or certain dessert treats. In conclusion, popcorn is a fantastic and delicious treat, whether at home or in a cinema. It is the nation's snack of choice in theaters, and this is due to many psychological and historical reasons from scent to sight. It is also my personal favorite snack of choice, regardless of where I eat it. I hope you enjoyed my presentation today on this topic, and I care very, very much about it. And I really hope that you learned something interesting about the amazing buttery heaven that is popcorn. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening.